Hi, this is Denise Mathew, and today we're going to talk about the profile 5-2 in human design. And if you haven't already, please feel free to check out my other videos where you can learn more about human design and how you can use it in your life. So let's get started and talk about the profile 5-2. The profiles are made up of 6 different lines, and there's 12 different combinations for the profiles. That means that everyone has one of these profiles, and it's based on the date and time of birth. The profiles change throughout the day, so somebody born on the same day as you may not necessarily have the same profile as you, because their time of birth is different than yours. The profiles are always calculated already for you, so you don't have to worry about how to do it. In human design, the profiles talk about our character and how we operate in the world, and add one more dimension on the information the body graph can give. I've already done videos on how the profile lines act alone, and today we're going to see how they act together. And if you want more information, you can check out the videos that I've already done. The profile numbers always come from the conscious sun and the unconscious sun. The first number will always be the conscious sun, and the second will always be the unconscious sun. So when we talk about the profile, some people may find that they connect more with the first number than they do the second, based on their age, because usually after the age of 40, the unconscious side of the body graph becomes something that we're more aware of. But just because you may be less aware of the design part of your body graph until later in your life doesn't mean that it's not as important. Ultimately, both lines are equally important. So what does it mean to have a 5-2 profile, and how does it affect your character? The 5-2 profile is one of the 4 transpersonal profiles, and it's also called a left angle profile. When you carry a left angle profile, you're here to give karma to any person that you meet. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a relationship with them. You could just meet walking down the street, and without even saying a word, the transpersonal karma can be given to the other person. It's all about an energetic transfer, and it isn't anything that somebody with a left angle profile has to consciously think about. In human design, the theory is that anybody who carries a left angle profile has more of a fated life and a more destined trajectory. People who carry a left angle profile can sometimes be recognized by people as being familiar, even if they've never met. So instead of having a personal journey where people are finding more out about themselves, somebody with a left angle profile is here to play a role in everyone they meet's lives in whatever big or small way that happens. The 5-2 profile is made up of the heretic, also called the teacher, and the hermit. Somebody who carries the 5th line in their profile has natural leadership qualities. The 5th line is all about being in a projection field, where anybody who meets somebody with the 5th line energy has expectations of what they can and cannot do. And when it's combined with the line 2, you have a conscious 5th line energy who's here to universalize and share information, and then retreat until they're called out by the energy of the 2nd line, or the hermit energy, so that they can share what they know. The 5-2 profile is considered a rare profile. And like anybody who has a 5 in their profile, somebody who carries this energy lives in a projection field. And because of the nature of the 5th line energy, there's always going to be expectations about what this person knows, and also what they can share. Of all the profiles, somebody who carries the 5-2 energy is considered the most invisible profile of all. And this is because of the energy of the 5th line that likes to hide away when things don't go well in the projection field, and also the energy of the 2nd line, the hermit, who likes to hide away until they're called out. Anybody with this energy doesn't like to be pressured by other people, and certainly likes to walk to the beat of their own drum and not be told what to do. Because of the allure of being alone, somebody who carries this energy may have a difficult time getting out into the world, and will almost need to be seduced by themselves to go out and share what they know. There can be a search for self-motivation with this profile, because there is a lot of energy about the self and less about what people say and do. And until they find a truth for themselves, they won't believe it from anybody else. As a child, somebody who carries this profile may have been pressured by their parents to achieve more, because there's an energetic that says that somebody who carries this profile is quite talented and skilled. And even if somebody who has this profile is told that they have talents or skills, unless they believe it for themselves or see it in themselves, they won't believe it's true. When you carry this energy, you may have an aura of a great potential. And with the projection field, if that potential is not being shown in the way that it's expected by the projection field, there can be a feeling that this person is underachieving. And the secret with this energy is to have a deep understanding of the self. And when they find that thing that makes their heart sing, that makes them motivated, they can have a deep impact on the world. Because ultimately, somebody who carries this energy is looking to bring harmony in the world, but only if they can do it on their own terms, in their own way, with no pressure. And if that happens, they'll be in the correct projection field, sharing the right information with the right people, and having it received in the best way possible. Since all types can carry the 5-2 profile, how does it feel for every type that carries the 5-2 profile? When a manifestor carries the 5-2 profile, just like all manifestors when they carry the second line energy, it can be a weird feeling to be called out or asked to do something based on the second line energy. But if a manifestor is called out into the projection field, they can decide whether or not it works for them, and if they want to share. And if they decide to share what they know, as it always is with a manifestor, it'll be on their terms, especially with this profile. And when they make their decision, if they inform their projection field exactly what they're going to share, then the projection field will know exactly what's happening, and the information the manifestor has to share will be received in the best possible way. Because the energy of the 5-2 profile can be so invisible, when a projector carries this energy, they may be so hidden away that they're not receiving invitations. But by the nature of the fifth line energy, and its vortex that draws people in, if a projector is out in the world, they will be noticed by the fifth line energy, and the second line energy is a vortex as well. So that's when they'll get their invitation to share what they know. And when they receive the invitations from the projection field, they can decide if they want to accept the invitation or not, but only if they're not pressured into making a decision. As with all other types, when a generator carries this energy, they have a choice to respond or not to respond based on the opportunities that they get from their projection field. But usually somebody with the 5-2 energy will have careful consideration, and they will have to feel into it for themselves as an individual to make sure it's the right decision for them. And when they feel it's the right decision for them, then they can share what they know with the projection field. When a reflector carries this energy, they may like to spend a lot of time alone just because of the nature of the reflector, who likes to have alone time as well as the energy of the 5-2 profile. But by feeling into their moon cycle and deciding what's right for them, they can go out into the world when they feel they need to and connect with their community. And when they do, they'll be asked to share what they know. And in doing so, they can be a reflection of the community that they live in. The profile is only a small amount of information that the body graph can give you, but I'm going to stop here for now and let you digest what I've said. And I'll be back soon with the remainder of the left angle profiles. Thanks for watching, and if you like what I do, please feel free to subscribe and share it with your friends.